Hello everyone, so you would like to know what is the meaning of de jure in the context of Crusader Kings 3. So de jure means that is the cultural and historical boundaries of certain titles. For example, right now my character has a lot of things, like all these territories over here are controlled by him. But he only has a duchy level title, which is the emirate of this emirate here. But the emirate, like in the world, all of these territories are under this duchy. But historically, my title only has this. This is the de jure territory of my title. Now, to better understand de jure, the idea that you have to understand is that this is the historical and cultural boundaries. For example, right now I am playing in Spain, and we are conquering Spain. We are going over it, and we're gonna beat this guy, and probably this guy later. But so right now there is war, it's all divided, and it's a mess. But historically and culturally, the idea of a unified Spain still exists inside the game, so it is still something present. So if you go and look, for example, the de jure, there is a de jure Empire of Spain, which is a title that doesn't exist yet. It does not exist currently, but the idea of a unified Spain and someone that has that title does exist. So de jure also means that you can, if you control enough territory, you can create, for example, the Empire of Spain. If you have all of this or most of this, you will be able to create the title from nothing, because the idea of this existing is present. At the same time, there are other problems. For example, right now I have this emirate, but I don't control most of this territory. I actually do control a lot of this territory, the most of it, but this and this is not something that I control. It is controlled by my brother, which is here, and he has this emirate, which in theory would also have this. Yeah, as you can see. So de jure also allows you to press claims and wars on others to get the territory under you that would be historically yours. For example, having this emirate, I can press claims on all of these, on these two. I can press wars to get this territory, for example. And same for this one. At the same time, my brother could press a claim and try to get this one, because he is the emirate of this part here. So understanding de jure is not that complicated once you understood the context of the game and the dynamics of it, but it is really important to play the game well. Also, you can create titles from nothing, you can usurp titles, and I think you can also destroy them, but I'm not sure. Yeah. So, if you control the majority of a territory that would be owned by someone else, for example, if I start conquering something from my brother, this is his territory. He's de jure from the title. But if I conquer this one, for example, I would have the majority of this duchy level title. So what that allows me to do is to usurp the title. So basically, I will say, you don't own this place. I own it. I have the majority of it, so I get the title. So I would usurp the title from him. These are all concepts from inside the game, historically and relating to de jure. Another thing that can happen is, for example, I own this, I control this title, like this guy is under me, but my brother decides that nope, I want this one, I want to own it, it's mine, and so he declares war on me because de jure would be his territory. This is one of the most common ways to get territories and to declare wars and so on. It is one of the most common ways to also unify a territory, because once you get the title, you can also press wars and press claims very easily on everything else. For example, if this guy successfully creates the Empire of Spain, suddenly he is able to declare wars on these two. I think he still can in other ways because it's a religious thing and so on, but hopefully you got the point. It's very useful to understand the Jure, and hopefully now you understand it. I hope you liked this video. Leave a comment below, subscribe, and see you next time.